and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiffany, and today I'm going to show you another Meatloaf Monday recipe. Yep, you guessed it, by popular demand, I did a poll on my community tab, and 70% of you wanted to see more meatloaf recipes on Mondays, so here we go. I'm bringing you another one. So this one, as you can see, has all the ingredients laid out for it. I've got my ground chicken, I got my marinara sauce right here, of course my breadcrumbs, there's my onion, my cheese, some bacon bits, diced pepperoni, and 2 eggs. Can you guess what kind of meatloaf I'm making right now? Now, if you did guess a pizza meatloaf, you are correct. I also have extra cheese right here and extra pepperoni for when we get to the topping portion of it. So, with that being said, let's dive right in. So, with this recipe, it's pretty simple. You're going to need about 2 tablespoons of the marinara sauce mixed in with the meat, and then you're going to want 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 3/4 of a cup of cheese. I'm using a pizza mozzarella, 1/3 of a cup of minced or diced onions, depending on your preference of how you like them. I did minced, 1/4 cup of bacon bits, and 1/4 cup of diced pepperoni slices, and 2 eggs. So what we're going to do is we're just going to throw everything in and mix it all up. So let's hop to it and do that. Do the eggs first. Alright, so we've got the eggs done in there first. Now I'm just going to add the rest of everything. So we're going to add the breadcrumbs, the mozzarella, get all that yummy goodness out of there, the onions, again, get all the yummy goodness out of that. Because, you know, gotta love your onions. There's our bacon bits. And last but not least, our pepperoni. So that just kind of went in a one big blob. So, as per normal, I'm also going to get my hands dirty for mixing because, yeah. We're also going to stir around my sauce and add 1 and 2. You know what? For good measure, let's give it a little bit more. There we are. So, put that aside, and we'll use it again here in a short little while when we go to put the meatloaf in the actual pan. Because you want to, you know, top it off a little bit too. So, alright. Alright, so I lied. I'm going to use my spatula to stir this time around. So, oops. Sorry, everybody. I kind of hit you. So I just kind of want to break everything apart that needs to be broken, like the ground meat and everything like that, and just kind of mix it together so it's well incorporated. Now there's the egg. I was starting to wonder where the egg was. Alright, you know what, everybody? Forget it. This is not the way to do it. The best way to do the meatloaf I have found now is just with your hands. So don't just get in there and get dirty. Like everything else, like when you're kneading dough and everything like that, it's the best way to do it. It's just to kind of dive in with your hands and knead the meat dough, technically, for the meatloaf, by hand. It helps you break up the pieces of the pepperoni as well, because they were kind of stuck together, and make sure that the chicken gets completely incorporated as well, because if anybody else knows, ground chicken is kind of like glue sometimes and sticks together really well. So just gonna hold the bowl down while I try and get the little bit of ingredients at the bottom there that I missed and get them incorporated into the mix as well. Trying to lose all the pepperoni because it keeps wanting to escape. Alright, so there we are. We are very well incorporated. I'm just going to take off all of this stuff that's stuck to my hands. That's the one part about doing meatloaf is you get messy. But that's part of the fun of cooking. And that's what I'm teaching my kids is it's okay to get a little dirty in the kitchen. That's what water and soap are for. All right, I'm going to go get these cleaned up and I'll be back with you guys in just one moment. All right, everyone, you can see I have nice clean hands again. So we're going to take our mixture and put it off to the side. Bring out our prepared loaf pan. Now, this used to be a bread loaf pan, but as you can see, I've used it so many times for my meatloaf. It's seen better days. But this is my loaf pan, so we're going to add the meatloaf mixture in. And we're going to do something a little different today, too. We're going to kind of add about half the mixture in. Like so. Kind of just press her in. Like so. Because not only are we going to do never mind. Sorry everyone, my device activated for some reason. Anyways, so we're going to, like I said, take most of the mixture. And we're gonna put her in. Like so, and we're going to make a welt in the middle because you guessed it, we're going to stuff it. Yep, we're going to stuff it with some pizza toppings. Like I said, just kind of make a well in the center like so that it's up and there's a place for the ingredients to go, like so. Just kind of make sure you get it all in there nice and ooey gooey and yummy. And there we go, just kind of nice little up the sides here, kind of so it doesn't quite come out. All right, so there we go. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the marinara. And I'm going to just kind of put it in the center, kind of like you would a pizza, kind of like that. Next, I'm going to take some more cheese, or some cheese. We're gonna add some cheese in there. Try to get away from the center of it. And like that. Okay. Now we're gonna grab our pepperoni. We're just gonna take a couple pepperonis and stick them inside like so. So not only is it a pizza meatloaf, but it's a pizza stuffed meatloaf. Alright, so there we go. Get those all stuffed in there. So now we take the remaining mixture and put it on top. Okay, there we go. Now it's going to take a little bit to kind of smooth it out because, like I said, the chicken is very, very, very sticky. But then again, if you look at it, ground beef is probably just as sticky. So, I mean, any meat really is. So just kind of spread her out on top here and make connection with the bottom layer so that it's all nice and sealed inside. Like so. Sorry, I hit the camera again. Please excuse. Alright. Just kind of squish her in there. Try and even it out on the top like so. Down like so. Put it nice and even like that. Now I've got my oven is preheated to 350. And once I get this in the oven, I'm going to cook it for about 50 minutes. So, all right, so there we go. That's now there. So now we're gonna take our marinara again. We're gonna spread a little bit on top, just like you would a pizza. Like so. Kind of like so. Make it nice and spread evenly like so. All right, like you would a pizza. All right, now we'll grab the cheese. Actually, you know what? Let's put a couple pepperonis underneath that bad boy so they're hidden. All right. Just like you would in a pizza. Or at least that's how we do it in our house. We put a couple pepperonis on the sauced crust before we add the rest of the toppings. All right. So now we'll add a little bit more of the mozzarella. Just kind of spread it around. Alright, just kind of get it all over into the crevices and all over the yummy goodness like so. Rescuing the few that have fallen out onto the counter, kind of like that. And then for good measure, we'll put a couple more pepperoni slices on top to really make it look like a pizza. And boy, my kids are gonna love this. All right, everyone. So there you go. I'm gonna go bake this now for the 50 minutes. I'll be back with you guys when it's time to put it on the plate. All right, everyone. So I have been letting this sit for about 10 minutes, and doesn't that look yummy? And all pizza goodness. I mean, just look at the pepperonis. They're perfectly cooked, and it smells awesome. So let's go get it on the plate. Be back with you guys in a moment. All right, everyone, so there you go. I have it plated up nice. So there it is. Doesn't that look yummy and gooey and just pizza-y? I mean, man, I already had one kid come through here and take some, so it's definitely kid approved. And of course, I decided to pair it with a Canadian poutine. I mean, pizza and poutine, right? Where can you go wrong? All right, now it's time to go try this out. So what do you all think? Wasn't that a scrumptious looking meatloaf? And it's kid approved. Can you believe it? That's right. Add anything, pizza to anything, and you can get any kid to eat it usually. Next, we'll try a pizza bake. What do you think? Think it might go over well? We'll stay tuned and find out. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. It really does help us get out there to other people. And if you haven't yet, come join our family. We'll get up to a lot of family fun, chaos, and soon some outdoor content now that the spring is coming. And of course, you don't want to miss out on any more yummy, kid-friendly, and parent-friendly meals. I mean, it's amazing what I can do with a meatloaf, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And who thought to use croutons as your breadcrumbs? When you don't have breadcrumbs in the house, you make do with what you have. That's the motto in this household. Anyways, I gotta go put everything away. So if you haven't yet, come join the family. We welcome everybody with open arms and open hearts. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye, everybody.